Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today we'll be talking about the new Adaptive Measures update coming tomorrow, July 8th, to Subnautica 2. And this is the big 1.1 early access update that is going to be changing a few things. Most notably, it's going to be doing some additions to how the creatures are going to be behaving. A really big piece of it is that now, if you're getting pestered by some of the smaller predators that come up and nibble at you, bite at you, now you can whack them with your multi-tool and you will noticeably see them flinch in a way that's obvious that your actions had a direct consequence to how they behave. Now with that in mind, this also comes with an even better update that now if you use your Sonic Blaster, your Sonic Resonator, and your Feedback Resonator on these creatures, it'll also have a notable stunning effect that almost looks like you knock these creatures unconscious. So now you actually have a way of somewhat defending yourself, even if these creatures still sometimes harass both your tadpole and your base. Now the other kind of changes that we're going to be seeing are changes to the Biomod system, where they're going to be putting some more Biolabs scattered around the different bases in the beginning of the game, in order to unlock additional passive slots for the Biomod upgrade system. So you can kind of find those, like you found the Pioneer Bunker experimental biobeds that give you upgrades to your inventory and your click slots. And then it should also give you a new device that allows you to scan different animals at the start of the game in order to gain access to different Biomod enhancements that you can unlock. Because previously you had to go to the end of the game, get the bioscanner, and then unlock that, which meant that you couldn't really upgrade yourself until you were already basically done with the first leg of the early access launch. Along with that, they're going to be doing some of the changes that they promised with the Rex. They're going to start slowly changing them over time, sort of test them, and then tweak them a little bit. So that's going to be an ongoing update as they make different changes. And then they're also going to be improving the PDA so that it's a little bit easier to sort through and replay different audio logs as you're going through the game and find things a little bit easier, completely overhauling the UI as they go, along with making it so that when you do listen to the audio logs while you're playing the game, it will no longer be interrupted by random animal noises or alerts from your PDA telling you that you're about to suffocate. They are also going to be releasing the new buildable storage cache for inside of your base, and it sounds like this is going to be less about hiding your materials from your other friends in multiplayer and more about storing special items that you don't want to be tied in to the base fabricator unit, so that if you have some special resources you want to save a copy of and not accidentally craft into lunch or a hammer, you will be able to put it inside of there and not have to worry about it going poof. And these are just going to be a few of the updates that are going to be coming out tomorrow. They've already said that there's going to be a whole big list of stuff that is going to be tweaked, changed, and added in the dev notes, or at least in the patch notes that they release tomorrow morning. I'm going to make sure to be up so that I can make a video detailing all of it, what all has changed and what hasn't changed, and what we still might see in the future, based upon some of the pre-release stuff that is still floating around in the game files already. So that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the patch coming tomorrow, July 8th, and I will see you then. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.